Hello everyone, welcome back to Interview Buddies. In today's video, we are going to talk about explain and explain analyze. What are these commands, what they do, and how you can use them to understand your query output and stats. Okay, so let's get started. So first of all, what is the explain plan or what a explain command basically? So explain command, it displays the query plan. Okay, and it query plans are basically are a tree of nodes, you can say. Each node represents an operation such as a scan or join or a sort operation. So in short, we can say that explain command displays the query execution plan that the planner has determined to be most optimal. Okay. Um, and what does it do, like what how it's different from explain analyze, right? So explain doesn't execute, like let's say for example, you are saying explain and select a star from query from a table. That doesn't do anything, it just prints the plan, right? While explain analyze, it executes the whole query as if you are running select star from that table name, right? So for example, if I do on my screen, if I do select star from emp, right? This is okay, that doesn't exist, emp data. So it executed the query, right? So it has some records, and I'll do select count star. So it has around 200,000 rows. Okay, and let's say limit 100. All right, my bad. So if I say select star, okay, so I have 100 records here. Now if I want to do explain on this query, this will give me just the plan. So this is like, it doesn't execute the query, right? While if I do a explain analyze, this executes a query, right? So this right now the query is executed. So let me just quickly adjust my window so you can see everything here. Okay, so once again, right, so this it printed the plan, it executed the query. So that's the difference. All right, so this is like the basic difference between explain and explain analyze. Now the plan associated, right, the plan associated with the query, it gives the true picture of how the query will be executed, and that will be in case of explain analyze, right? It can be slow. If you have a like a big query or a complex query, this explain analyze can be slow, right? And it is accurate because it collects the actual data, the real world data, and it is very good tool for diagnosing your performance issues. All right, so okay, so how to read it, right? So let's start with the explain plan. So if I do a explain select star from this query, so what it does is like, the plan said that it did a sequential scan on emp data table, right? And this is the cost associated with it. It gives you the total cost, and the number of rows scanned are to 200,000, right? And and this is the limit, and we put the limit, so limit comes later. So this is like the top node of that, right? And it says that with the limit the cost has reduced and the rows it is scanned are 100. So that's your explain plan, and that's how you should read it, right? Now explain takes into account the number of tuples and pages to calculate cost, right? So let's say select rel name, rel pages, and rel tuples from pg class, where rel name equal to Let's give PG class here for now. Okay, so here the estimated cost which will be calculated is based on the rel pages and rel tuples of that particular table. Okay, so that's how it kind of calculate the cost. Okay, now let's do something else. Let's say if we introduce a where condition, right, and see how the plan changes. So if we say that where, okay, first let's see how the table looks like. It has a name, email, address, so it doesn't have an integer value, and I'm pretty sure the data is repetitive here. So okay, so let's say name equal to Ronald. Okay, so we have our where condition here. So with the where condition we have a little bit of improved query, and it said that there's a filter here, right, and with that filter the sequential scan happened. So filter applied first, right? It's not like the filter is not the top node, the filter is applied first on the query and then the sequential scan happened, and the cost associated with it is like still high because it's a sequential scan and the rows it is scanned is 10. So that's how the filter with the where condition applied, and that's how you can read it. Okay, and what about explain analyze? So if I run the explain analyze on the same query, it's the same thing. You'll still get the same plan, but the query will be executed, right? So in this case, the query is executed. It says that planning time is this one, execution time is this much. The cost, it showed the cost associated, and it also showed the actual time it took for the query to return the results. Okay, so that's how we can see explain analyze of the queries that are running. um, One more thing you can do, like let's say if you want to print how long a query is taking, right? So you can just say slash timing, and it'll turn on the timing, and then you can run the query and it will give you the timing here, 107 milliseconds. Okay, that's all for today's video. Hope you like this. Don't forget to hit subscribe button. Thank you very much.